Hey guys, I'm here and I'm clear, and today I wanted, well, it's kind of night now. I wanted to quickly talk to you guys about a topic that I haven't talked about in a while. And that topic is my ghost. So, for those of you who are new and have no clue what I'm talking about, in the very beginnings of my channel, I made a lot of videos about a ghost that was haunting me. And throughout the few years that I've been doing YouTube, about 3, something like that, I've talked less and less about this apparent ghost in my house, and I figured that I'd clarify some things for you because clearly I don't talk about the ghost anymore. I'm actually getting goosebumps talking about it now. The ghost is still very much here. Now, the reason why I haven't talked about her too much is because I haven't seen her. She hasn't been active or anything, and I think it's because I stopped talking about her. Because every time I talk about her, she starts showing up again, and then slowly but surely as I stop talking about her, she goes away again. It might be an attention thing with her, but yeah. So I'm gonna kind of clarify a bit more things for you guys. So, for those of you who are new, my ghost's name is Alla, as I like to call her. She doesn't have an actual name, and she seems to like the name Alla, so she kind of goes by that. But I have multiple ghosts, not just her. There's Alla, and there's the Shadow Man, who I believe is a... I don't remember what they're called. He's a shadow, basically. And there are a few others who have shown up to me here and there, but haven't made such a huge impact that I have given them names. One, I did give her a name, but I only ever saw her once. I call her the girl with pearls because she showed up to me one night. She was floating right about where my door is, right over there, and I distinctly remember long hair. It didn't have a color, but long hair that was kind of floating, like weirdly, and then a pearl necklace that was also floating, kind of like hair, kind of like her hair, and I've never seen her since then, but she was just kind of standing above my bed, just watching me. Now, about Alla. So, Alla is my most active ghost. She's always there. Always. And, at a certain point, I kind of just brushed her off as maybe I was hallucinating. And I think that's because I've been going to therapy, and I can't just go up to my therapist and be like, yo, I believe in ghosts and I see them. So, it's more like... I tell him, hey, I'm seeing things, can you give me some medication? And he's like, here you go. Should make it dissipate. But no, that's not what you should do in a situation like this. You should not brush it off, because it can, if Alla wasn't the type of ghost she was, it could have probably went a lot worse. She still shows up to me. She still follows me. I just kind of ignore her now. She's still there. And I still have my Ouija board. Actually, I literally just got it out yesterday. You'll see, it's back here. Yep. Still have this. Just kind of lives in my closet now. I literally just felt something move past me. I have no... It wasn't my rats, because as you guys can see, all my rats are in their thing right now, and it felt like it was taller, like maybe a little bit taller than me, and it just went like, you know, when like someone passes you and you feel that kind of air rush? That was creepy. Okay. And, okay, I'm scared now. I want to talk to you guys about some other things that have happened to me. One, my camcorder, if I can find it. I don't know where it went. not a good thing. I don't know where my camcorder is. I don't know where it is, but my camcorder, which I've been meaning to film things on, but for some reason the battery keeps dying. Like, literally, the second I want to film, it's like, nope, and it dies. And I don't know if it's the ghost or if it's just my battery sucking. Probably a mixture of both. Some things that have happened to me that prove that I think prove that there's a ghost here is a few different instances. One, I was playing around on Snapchat, right? As people usually do. When I was trying to do face swap, it wouldn't detect my face. And I think it's because I had my glasses on, but it kept detecting a face that was, like, behind me. And I switched over to a different thing, like, okay, maybe it's just the face swap. No, because I switched over to a different little filter, and it kept trying to get something behind me. I moved a little bit. I moved so that it didn't detect my pillows, which have Jack Skellington's face on them, and it wouldn't detect my stuffed animals. I moved completely, like, all the way across the room, and I tried again, and again, it did not detect my face, probably because of my glasses, but it detected something behind me, and that was creepy. Another thing is I was messing around with my camcorder, like I said, and my camcorder has night vision, and I was trying to check on the rats, right? Because they were making loud noises, and I didn't feel like actually getting up and turning on the light and checking on them. So I just turned on the night vision on my camcorder, and shined it over here, right over there, right around where my book bag is, like right here. It tried to focus on a face that wasn't there. And I got really creeped out, so I turned on the light, and I went over, and I pointed it over there again after I turned off the night vision to see if, maybe it's just the night vision, or maybe it just detected some weird face over there, because that was before I had my poster over there. And it tried to focus on another face, and I'm like, I was done. I literally just turned off my light, and I'm like, we're gonna go to sleep. Another incident was with my little sister and her friends. So my little sister and her friends, they used to have sleepovers all the time. It would be her and like a couple other girls. And one day, they were getting changed to get inside my pool. And all of a sudden, I hear a scream, and suddenly 3 girls wearing bathing suits, luckily, ran out and were yelling for me. And I walk into the bathroom, and the bathroom light's on, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? And they're all freaking out, and they're like, there's something in the bathroom. So I go in there, and I see nothing. I make sure that there's, like, no mouse or something that scared them. And I turn around, and I'm like, what'd you guys see? So what happened was the lights turned off by themselves. Like, just completely just turned off. Now, the thing is, that's the only circuit breaker in the house. Right up there. This is one of the most haunted rooms in the house. So, coincidence? I think not. No. So, yeah, and there are 2 different lights in my bathroom. There's one which turns on lights that are on the ceiling, and you can, like, dim those and stuff, make it all romantic, or you can just keep them all the way up. And then there's another one, which is right above... Something just touched my leg. Like I said, this is why I don't talk about her. Okay, the other one is above my mirror, and both lights were on, so it would have to be someone turning them off at the same time for all the lights to turn off by themselves. Now, here comes an even creepier thing. When the lights turned off, all the girls, all of them, swear they saw a girl. White dress, long black hair, you know, that stereotypical thing going on, just staring at them. And then the lights turn back on. That's what they said happened. Now, they're 3 girls, okay? Sure, they might have a little bit of an imagination. This happened last summer. My little sister's in 4th grade. At that point, usually little kids stop believing in ghosts, just like completely. They stopped believing in werewolves and witches and stuff. I mean, they still like that stuff, but it's not on their mind anymore, right? That's how it was when I was in school, at least. Well, when I was that young. So I know that there's no way that 3 girls can make that up and to try to scare me, you know? There's no way 3 girls could just, like, randomly make that up. Just be like, hey, let's scream and then tell Christina that the lights went out and then a ghost showed up. Yeah, sure, they might have. But I don't think they did because they had genuine fear written on their faces. Just genuine fear. And it was scary. Now, here's another incident. Actually, it happened in this room. I was playing with my Ouija board. This thing right here, down on the floor, actually right above where I'm standing. I mean, not right above where I'm standing. We were playing with it right here. Ignore the random stuff on my floor. We were playing with it with my little sister, me, and a friend that my little sister had from across the street. We're all sitting around playing the Ouija board, right? Now, we do the normal thing. We call out for hey, is anyone there? And the thing doesn't move. But all of a sudden, I feel a burning pain in this arm, actually. Burning pain in this arm. I look over, and there are 3 scratches going up right here on the inside of my elbow. You guys are probably like, well, you have cats, right? So it was probably just the cats, and you didn't notice it before then. Here comes the thing, okay? First off, the way that they were shaped, there was no way my cat could have done that unless I was holding my cat a different way than I usually do. I usually hold my cat with her, like, head right here and her paw resting on my thing, you know, and holding her like this, right? Her butt on my arm. Sure, she might have been able to do that if she was very skilled. My cat had not scratched me that day, and I would know if she did. Because I check right after I put her down just to make sure she didn't scratch me, right? My cat hadn't scratched me that day. And those scratches showed up the second we started using the Ouija board. So I'm like, okay. And then it started bleeding. Like, bleeding. It started burning, like, so bad. And so I ran to the bathroom with my little sister and her friend on my tail. And I turn on the light, I look at it, and I'm like, oh my god, there are 3 scratches here, and they're bleeding profusely. Like, they were bleeding bad. Like, not really, really bad, but they were bleeding bad, you know? I'm like, oh my god, this randomly just showed up. I have no clue what's happening. And then all of a sudden, I felt a pain, like, right on my collarbone. So I pull my shirt down a little bit, and I look in the mirror, and there's a sideways heart-shaped scratch on my chest. And at this point, I'm freaking out because that starts bleeding profusely too. And then my sister's friend is like, ow! And I look over. She has 3 scratches on the exact same elbow I do. And it's bleeding just as much as mine was. And at this point, I'm like, okay, we're done. I picked up my Ouija board. I threw it in my closet. And then we did not touch it for like a week. Because when people get hurt like that, that's when you need to stop. Funny thing is, we never said goodbye, which could also be part of my problem. Those are just a few of my experiences. I've had a lot. Now the thing is, I've done a lot of research on where I live, and there are no reports of murders or kidnappings, at least in my neighborhood, okay? Just in my neighborhood, in my town, heck yeah. My neighborhood, no. There's actually a really haunted house on the road that my aunt lives on. So, yeah. So, being that my neighborhood itself doesn't have any history, doesn't mean that my house is haunted. That my house has to be haunted. No. I'm haunted. That's the thing. Because ever since I was really young, I've always had an extreme obsession with the paranormal, with the mythical creatures. Actually, the first YouTuber I ever got into was The Haunting of Sunshine Girl. And yeah, I think that something noticed that I like creepy things. Something realized I was a lonely kid. Yeah, I mean, I was molested. Keep that on the down low. I was molested when I was like in 2nd grade. I never really had any friends. I've always had trouble making friends because I'm so shy and I have so much social anxiety. So I've always had trouble making friends. And I think maybe when I was somewhere where a person could have potentially died, a ghost was like, hey, she's lonely, I'm lonely, let's be friends, and followed me. Actually, I'm going to tell you guys about one more experience before I end up this video. So, there's a school that's like only like a 5-minute walk from me, not even that. And at this school, there's a tree on like the very corner, and I used to go down there during the summer and read underneath that tree. Like I'd ride my bike down there. And one time, I saw out of the corner of my eye a man hanging from that tree. Looked it up, no history on it whatsoever, and I can't figure out what's going on. So anyways, guys, that's all I have for you guys today, for you guys in this video. So tell me what you guys think down in the comments below, and if you like this video, please leave a like. I already said that. No, I already said comment down below. But yeah, comment down below which experience was the creepiest, and if you guys believe me. Anyways, guys, if you guys enjoyed, peace out. Bye!